Do we have do you have a copy of this? Please give a copy of this presentation to Professor Folabi. Let him acquaint himself with the content. Do we have Ishola here? Ishola, come over here to the witness box. You said you had a document you were to give us today. Have you brought the document? Come here, give us the document as remaining exhibit and sit here so that if we want to cross-check you, cross-examine you. Do we have Dr. Shaibu in the hall here? Dr. Shaibu, are you here? Please come here. Policemen, you can relocate this man to where you will have control and custody of him until the end of this public hearing. Yes, you are under arrest. Your document. You can pick your document, but the police will show you where to sit. You see, the beauty of public hearing is to make sure everything is open and in public glare. Okay? Thank you very much. Let us, Dr. Shaibu, can you stand up and reaffirm your oath to this committee?
I humbly reaffirm my oath.
Amen. Shall I reaffirm your oath?
Hi, Toyin Shola. I humbly reaffirm my oath.
Amen. Receive the exhibit. We ask of the head of service is to give us a letter mandating the task force chairman to take over the police pension office, and we mark it as exhibit 1 of 9th March 2012. Secretariat. We would also receive the presentation of the permanent secretary establishment, the original presentation he read first as exhibit 2 of 9th March 2012. And the one he has just read as responses as exhibit 2A of 9 March 2012. Now, members, question.
Yes, the Honorable Permanent Secretary, I have a number of questions for you. One, you were here yesterday when the Director of Budget in his presentation said that money was voted for the payment of the federal share of pensions up to the year 2011, and that the money voted was not returned as not having been paid to the states. And the states came before us to say that your ministry is owing them from 2009. I want you to explain where all of the billions of naira voted since then for federal share of pension is being kept. Secondly, I want you to go to your responses. It should be, Alhaji Meina said alleged that £6 million sterling was fraudulently transferred abroad. And in your response, you said, yes, it is true, but it was done legally, and it was meant for British colonial retirees, payment of their pension. and for building of capacity for officials of the head of service office. I would like to know how much of the 6 million was paid as pension and how much for capacity building. From the annexure you have here, there were only 10 pensioners of British origin that are still living, and some of them were earning, the highest paid of them per month was 64 pounds. So I want to know how much of these 6 million pounds was used to pay 10 officials of British origin that are on pension in Britain, and how much of this was spent on capacity building, and what is the nature of that capacity building, and who are the beneficiaries of that capacity building?
20.
Thank you.
Please, 20. Yes, because those we are to cross-examine you on, they are already,
yes.
Those we are to...
The PAMSEC, my question is still on the same 6 billion and the capacity building issue. But because every year there's also money budgeted for local training and overseas training. So what's the relationship between this capacity building money we're talking about and the money budgeted for overseas and local training in the annual budget? And like he said, who are the beneficiaries of this training?
Next.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues, PAMSEC establishment, I will take you on our responses, the last document you gave us. That's issue A, where you state that this money was transferred from pension account to main account to make payment for gratuities and pensions.
Death benefits.
The death benefit. Was that the normal procedure that those payments were not made from the pension account? It has to be done in the main account. That is one. And secondly, on the issue D, on the issue of interdiction, 32 officials were been involved in the scam. And out of the 32, you decided to interdict only 6. Why didn't you interdict the whole 32?
Yes.
Yes. Permanent Secretary, in your response to issue number issue E, that you have on several occasions verbally and in writing, especially on October 21, provide letter directed the task force team to comply with the directive to submit report to the, and he refused. Why didn't you take any action against him? Is it because he is auditable or what? Because I can understand he is assistant director. So why can't you deal with an assistant director in that regard?
Any other question? No. Okay, go ahead.
Permanent Secretary, you will recall that yesterday the Director of Budget said that they've always been releasing funds based on our request for pensioners. But when we went round, there was this allegation coming from almost all the states that the federal government was owing the pensioners in different states. One would like to know if funds have always been released and so on, what exactly is the position? Have you paid the states? If not, what really happened? And where is the money?